Hello, Jane Fays here from Sydney, Australia. Just showing you another image transfer that we're going to do today. This one isn't a high contrast print really. It's she's got blonde hair and there's a lot of mid-tones, but there is quite a bit of contrast around her eyes. So I thought I'd give this one a go, and you can watch and see how it goes. We'll do it together. So just a little bit of acrylic paint on the plate, spraying that on. I don't vary my technique. I don't vary the colours too much. I've found that I've got a pretty high success rate by doing this process. And so I guess what they say is when you're on a good thing, stick to it, and that's what I've done. It also gives me a lot more creative scope if I pull a black print onto tissue to be able to use it in collage. So let's hope she goes down beautifully. Easing that on, trying to get rid of as many air bubbles as possible. A couple that might be round a face, let's hope they don't show up too much. I'm giving that a good massage. Okay, how did we go? So it is very soft, but her eyes did come out quite nicely. So I'm going to just use a wet one to clean up some of these air bubble marks, especially on her face there. But you've got to be very careful not to disturb important lines that are and features in her face. I might leave those. I think it's quite a distinctive part of, it's a shame she's got a little bit on her eye there. I can't be helped there, because if I touch that it would really just ruin it. So it's best to show restraint when it comes to any marks around her eyes. It really is important to get them as beautiful and as cleanly as possible. And I'll just get a hairdryer now and just dry her off slightly. It doesn't need much drying. It's a warm day in Sydney today, so it's drying quite quickly, and that's a cool hairdryer anyway. I'm just going to pop my brayer in the water so that it doesn't dry, the paint doesn't dry on the brayer, and I've got another one here that I use for my matte medium. I'm going to put her face onto tissue. And we're going to I'll just tear out a bit of a page here, because once we pull her face, I'll show you what we can do with a dictionary page just underneath and in the start of a collage idea, which is very nice. I have quite a few books that I buy with the intention actually tearing them up, so you can get them at second-hand stores or antique markets. Just keep your eye out, they're very handy. Just spreading that evenly. That's the matte medium on the plate. Clean off your brayer, and then we're just going to ease the tissue on. Just let it catch at the front there, and then easing it down just to get out any creases, especially around her face. Okay. So it's a very minimalist image, not a lot of paint on there, but I think it should look all right. And I'm just going to grab my hairdryer. Oh, sorry. That's why you have your hand there, just to keep your eye on the settings. You don't want it to accidentally turn onto hot or full. That's nice. There's not too many creases in that one. I think she'll look beautiful in a collage. Very nice. I'll just make doubly sure, because that is a really nice image. Excuse me, even though it's not got a lot of paint on it, it's still going to be quite effective, I think. So let's pull this one off, making sure we get all the edges. Oh. So you can see some bubble. Oh, look at her eyes, they're beautiful. Such lovely detail. There we go. So that's that image, and just to show you, we'll be able to just collage her over a book page and throw in some extra paper collage around that. So stay tuned to the next video. Thanks, and see you there.